Free Larry Hoover. Free Jeff Ford. Free all political prisoners. We're going to talk about that in a minute. This is Staying in the Light Radio. I just heard about the pardoning of Marcus Garvey by the outgoing president. Wow. What a mind job. These people, they come in line and they leave out with tricks and games. And what good is that going to do anybody? Answer me this. 100 years later, you give a man a pardon. There must be some hidden message in that because there's no real meaning. 4 generations ago, when this was the largest organization in America, the first time we had really united as a people, it was said to be close to 1 million people, 1 million followers. And they accused him of mail fraud. I think it was a $3 letter one of his own members did. But they were looking for something to get rid of him because he had spoke with Noble Drew Ali. Oh, you never heard of him, right? Okay, I'm going to tell you a little about Noble Drew Ali. He was born in 1886, and he was around the same time that Marcus Garvey was here. And he went to the prison and talked to Marcus Garvey and told him about being a national and not a U.S. citizen. And I wasn't there. I'm just going to what my spirit says what happened. But for the meeting of Garvey with the prophet, they may have let him go. But not now, because he knew what to do if he got out. He knew the divine plan for us because the prophet came and told him. You have to understand, it was never intent of America to have their indigenous people really free. That's why after the emancipation that didn't emancipate anybody, the Freeman League lasted just a few years because they weren't interested in you being free. They scrapped that idea. That's why they got the 14th Amendment of the Constitution, to make you a federal citizen. Because the states wouldn't accept you. They wouldn't let you vote. But you're not a state citizen. You was here before the state. So I'm going slowly because I want you to really think about every word I'm saying. I'm trying to make it plain. You know, a lot of people come on here, da, 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 da. They speak so fast. I got to put it on half speed sometimes so I don't keep repeating it. Take your time, man, and speak slowly so I can digest what you're saying. Cut down emotionalism because I want to hear your point. So I find myself going half speed. So you don't have to go half speed with me. I'm putting myself in half speed because I want you to really understand. So if you want to free somebody, if you're really interested in freedom, Larry Hoover is a lead in our community. Jeff Ford is also. Malachi York is a freedom fighter in our community. If you really was interested in our freedom, you would pardon these people and let us get our act together as a people and unite. But you don't want that. So you put us focus on somebody 100 years ago. His time is past. So it's just a mockery to even bring his name up about pardon. What is that going to do for anybody? You see, either you people are so disconnected from reality or they really think you are an idiot. I know now why they pardon him. It's to take your mind off of what's happening right now, to take your mind off of reality, and also to tell you that nationalism is the way. Remember, he's a nationalist. I won't say Pan Africanist because we're not Africans. Oh, that's another thing. Those of y'all who call yourself Africans, calling yourself black, Negro, African American, you are a prime candidate for immigration. We've been telling you for years, claim your nationality. You don't even know what we're talking about when we say that because you don't want to know. Because Marcus Garvey taught us close to 100 years ago. And the parents didn't pass down the knowledge. But that's a moot point right now because the knowledge is there on the internet. You can find anything. You can go back as far as slavery, because that's all the history they want you to have is being a slave. But you can find Noble Drew Ali there. You got to look hard, but he's there. And if you really wanted to know the history of our people, you would know about Noble Drew Ali. So why don't you know? Because nobody taught you in school about him? Shame on you. The school is not meant for you. That's their schools. Your schools, our community was destroyed back in the 60s. I know I was there. So the point of this audio is for you to realize these people are playing mind games, but there is a message to the madness. The mind game for you to focus on somebody who's passed, who cannot assist us. But the message in that is that they are saying by the pardon that we should be united as a nation. Nationalism is the only solution for us. Noble Drew Ali taught it. Elijah Muhammad taught it. Malcolm X taught it. The only thing the Nation of Islam and Malcolm X didn't teach you was that you got to get out these slave titles, black, Negro, colored. And we don't blame Malcolm because he didn't have time. His life was snuffed out after he got the knowledge and adopted his holy name, El Hajj El Malik Shabazz. El Hajj El Malik Shabazz. That's what I'm gonna start referring to him by his holy name. So take the time and go back and listen to this. Or you can listen to all my videos because I talk about the same thing. I got over 1,500 videos, and all of them about nationalism. We just want our own nation. All people are fighting for their own nation. And we got help. We got assistance here. I mean, we got heavenly assistance, let's put it like that. That's why they're not telling you about those who are here in the mothership. They're not going to talk about that because that's to our advantage. But you got to wake up, people. You got to wake up and know who you are. You're the chosen, don't you know that? Chosen by the supreme being. And don't look at the supreme being as a person like you. Look at him as a law of nature, because it's in everything. Male and female. There's no gender in divinity. It's a natural law, gender. So it can't be male only, it can't be female only. It got to be both. So I want you to think about this message. Larry Ford, Noble Drew Ali, Larry Hoover, these are the three kings on the land. This would allow us to be united as a people. Why don't they free them if they really want you to be free? They go back 100 years and free somebody who has no followers living, no movement functioning. What it's saying is to you is that we're gonna say y'all a dream. We're gonna say y'all something 100-year-old dream. That's a mockery. That's a slap in the face to us. But that's okay. We still gonna win. You can't stop this. This is too legit to quit. And I won't say legit, because once I know what legal mean, I stop using that word. This is lawful. This is a lawful movement. And be about your business, spreading this message, uplifting fallen humanity. And you got to identify who is fallen humanity. What is human? What is humanity? Okay, well, I'm going to leave it right there. Free all political prisoners. Don't sell us no dream wolf tickets. And let me tell you something about this ex-president. Do you know he brought in all these laws about these stiff sentences of marijuana, these crime bills that cause people to get up 20 years for marijuana. He did this. Biden did. Go back and check the records. You think I'm lying? So all of a sudden he gonna be your friend? I don't think so. He don't care a heck about you. Oh, since he pardoned his whole family of crimes, and you couldn't relate to that because you said, don't nothing do with me. He said, well, I'm going to give you somebody, I'm gonna include y'all in the pardoning, but I'm going to pardon somebody that has no relevance to you at all. They won't help you a bit. A great man. Marcus Garvey. The movement passed away in 1924, somewhere abouts. So you see how wicked that is to take us 100. I want to take you 100 years back in the future. He's telling us he wants us to be 100 years back in the future when we had this great leader among us. But it wasn't divine movement, but it led way for a divine movement because he is the forerunner to Noble Drew Ali. Every leader you have murdered. Your system has murdered because you have in your COINTELPRO to prevent the rise of a black messiah. So anyone look like they're going to unite us, you knock them off. Oh, it's right there. We don't need no more records. It's right there. So that was being the case with the first national leader, Marcus Garvey. You had him deported. And the ones that we have now, you have them incarcerated. So y'all following y'all plan of making sure there's no black messiah. I won't say black because I don't like that word. I say there's no messiah for the indigenous people. Because there cannot be no black messiah. Black messiah can do nothing for us. And while there's time, my people, you need to get out these titles calling yourself black because that connects you being a slave and it connects you with being an African stolen from your homeland. So what this administration may do, what they've been praying for years, send them back. You say you black, send your butt back. We don't know where you come from, but just put you, just like he did with these Colombians, he piled them all on a military plane and just dropped them. And the president of Colombia said, man, this is so inhuman. How can you just do that to people? Yet the same thing may happen to you because you calling yourself black, which is a slave. You know you're a property of the government as a slave. You're government property. They can do with you whatever they want. That's what they've been doing, whatever they want. I don't have that title. I have my rightful name, my divine name. I'm not a U.S. citizen, and I'm in my right mind. So if you want more about how you can learn more about to be like me, to be like Noble Drew Ali, contact me. The time is short. No charge. The charge is truth, freedom, love, and justice, and peace. If you don't have those things, don't talk to me.